In his first NHL game, Connor Bedard didn't score 4 goals like Austin Matthews. He didn't wow you every shift, but he did live up to expectations. Not only did he look like an NHLer, but he continued to do what he does best: adapt on the fly. The whole game was a great example of his intelligence on the ice. He looked a bit nervous at first, not like himself, but he got better and better every shift. He rapidly understood the tactics of his opposition, what he could do against them, and how to best use his assets and teammates. What we're going to do, like always in these videos, is break down some of his shifts to show how he adapts and use his skills to help his team win their first game. That's his first shift. He lines up against Crosby and then follows him through the neutral zone like he's supposed to after a face-off, and then lets him go as the puck gets dumped in the zone. Chicago misses their breakout here. Bedard's role as the center is to give passing options. He might be a bit fast in support here. He misses that first pass window and then doesn't have time to reach that second one, so it chips a loose puck back to the other team. He's again with Crosby here, but he ends up just drawing some circles in the neutral zone and letting the other team enter with speed. The puck gets to the back wall, it changes sides a couple of times, and Bedard gets another occasion to break out. He's again a bit high and fast here. He then moves the puck to his teammate on the wall. That's a good play, but it doesn't really open the offense that much. He might have missed a chance to cut behind the opponent's back here and attack space in the middle here. So that's his first shift in the book. A good one, but maybe not Connor Bedard level. The second shift is slightly better. The puck gets dumped in, Bedard moves to the wall, and he gets the inside position on this opponent. So when the rim comes, he can act first on it. That's a great play. He passes to the top, moves inside space, and takes position in the middle. He gets the puck, attracts 3 opponents on himself, and tries a shot through all of them. His fake and movement opened up his defenseman on the wing here. That defenseman is not as talented as a shooter as Bedard, of course, but he could get much closer to the net and put the defense in a panic mode that may lead to better chances. So again, it wasn't a bad play by Bedard. Maybe he could have scored from there, but usually he's much better at finding the high percentage play and at seeing these space advantages. The puck moves back to his defenseman on a regroup. They calm down the play, Bedard gets the puck back, but his rush is a bit off here. He gets surprised by this opponent and stopped before the red line. Usually, you would maybe see him change speed, fake one way, and then cut across, but there was none of that here. Now we're getting to the end of the first period, and it's where Bedard starts playing like the elite talent that he is. There's another breakout. He's again in a center position, but he's fully below the puck, slower and giving a clear first pass option to his teammate. He accelerates, and we get to see his drag shot around his stick here. It's a great scoring chance. And look at this retrieval play. He explodes off the wall and gets right through the defensive formation before sending the puck to his teammate inside space for a give and go. It's a similar shooting play as before, but it's a better decision now. Let's look at the details of his plays here. First, the rush. Bedard could skate straight ahead, but that would mean facing 2 defenders at the same time. So he shifts wide and isolates one of the opponents. He attacks on an arc, and that movement places the defender in a very awkward position. His feet are facing the backboard, so it's much harder for him to adjust to Bedard's attack and a lot easier for Bedard to manipulate his stick. And that's a very tight turn here to get the puck off the board. And that next play is very interesting too. Bedard passes and he gets out of the zone. Why? Because he wants to generate some downward momentum to find a better shooting lane. It's easier for him to freeze the defenseman with a shot fake and to sidestep him to get his release off. The sequence is not over. Bedard circles away again, and he arrives in the slot just as his teammate gets off the wall. He timed himself perfectly with this play to get a scoring chance. This is an amazing shift already, but it gets even better. Here, the puck gets passed to Bedard, who sees a lot of space ahead in the middle and decides to cut right through it. He baits a poke check, pulls the puck in his skate, goes in a protection stance, pushes the defender back, turns and slips a pass between Crosby's skates. And this is a pretty interesting play too. He breaks and lets his coverage slip by him, creating a potential passing lane. The puck then bounces around the zone, players rim it, his defenseman gets it on the other side of the ice, and look where Bedard is again. Inside space in the middle of the slot. The defenseman makes a shot pass off the pad, and Bedard covers the puck on the wall and moves it high. He supports his defenseman immediately, attracts an opponent, spots the scissor play, makes a bank pass, and his team scores. This shift is Bedard closer to his full power. You're starting to see him dangle off the rush, create plays in the middle, use some physical skills, move with anticipation, and use his teammates creatively. In the first shift of the game, Bedard was not a factor in the neutral zone rush of the opposition. He circled away and let the team attack with speed. In this one, he tracks his man better and cuts the pass. He attacks with speed, gets to the offensive zone, and instead of forcing a shot on net, this time he uses his open defenseman who has a better look at the net. That's another great change compared to a previous play. And this is one of his final shifts in the game. It starts in the defensive zone. His team recovers a puck, he's below his winger, which means he has a good runway to accelerate in the middle and get a pass. His arc attack enables him to move the defense, buy time for them to slide back, and create space to cut in the middle. Here again, he looks for a trailing player, the same play as earlier, but he's not there this time, so the sequence is turning into a 3 versus 5. It should be a hopeless situation, but again, Bedard adapts on the fly. He pulls out his handling skills and creates a chance out of nothing. This is who Connor Bedard is. He figures out opponents and finds a way to create no matter the situation. And he has so many different skills that he's very hard to shut down completely. And the more the season goes on, the more skill and creativity we should see out of him. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. You can also check out epringside.com for more NHL and prospect analysis.